strengths of his game.
All right, we got an awesome one up next. I cannot wait for this fight.
Oh my God, this might be the most violent fight in history. I don't even know if this is legal for us to put on for you guys, but oh my God, we got a welterweight fight for you.
There's only 3 fights left to go this evening, and this fight is one that the second it was made every single set of eyes in the mixed martial arts community bulge out of the skull, because Billy Goff, if you followed his career, though he's 0-3 in Cage Titans, he's 7-1 everywhere else between his amateur and professional career. Not an ounce of quitting him. Doesn't tap out to anything. Gets put to sleep at the end of the round. In his first ever amateur fight against Dion Rubio, gets put to sleep at the end of the round against Senator Moody in his last ever amateur fight. Only to jump in to the professional ranks, to jump up to 3-2 in his first 5 fights. But with that 3-2, he's fought the likes of Jonathan Pico, who's a legend out of South Shore Sport Fighting. Cameron Lachinoff on The Ultimate Fighter. He took that fight when Cameron was 8-2. Billy Goff took it at 2-0. A testament to the challenges that he embraces throughout his career at the amateur and pro ranks. And he's taken on the veteran in Sean Lally, the veteran of the fight game and the veteran of the military. Stone Cold Killer, represented by his brand, Kill Combat. All over the place tonight. A great message for killing anxiety, killing depression. Incredible message from this remarkable human in Sean Lally. And though he's on a 3-fight skid, those 3 losses are a freak injury to Cedric Goodridge in a great fight. Another one against Cameron Lachinoff, a decision loss to that man. And then he lost to Chris Curtis on the Contender Series in a 3-round war that he got knocked out in the 3rd round. So high caliber opponents for his entire career, looking to resurge his career and jump back and make another run at the bigs. So he's 85. He started off 8-2, and those last 3 losses have been against absolute studs.
Yeah, like you said, Sean he's one of those guys who he's been there, done that. He's been through the Cage Titans ranks. He's held the Cage Titans belt. He went to the big show. He went to a Contender Series. He's been to Bellator. This is his backyard. He's back here at Cage Titans, and he's wanted nothing but a great fight, and Billy Goff's going to give it to him.
And one thing I think we all know for sure is Sean Lally's power. That dude has a dynamite in both of his hands, throws big strikes, lots of volume, and he can put anybody out.
Absolutely. And as another veteran of the United States military, this tale of the tape that will be coming up is also sponsored by Operation Vet Now. Combat-related PTSD stress amongst our men and women in the armed forces is significantly pronounced, and they are often exposed to traumatic events for weeks, months, and years. There is help out there, and if you want help, it is available, and you can learn more at ptsd.va.gov. PTSD treatment works. Why wait? Brought to you by Operation Vet Now. Take it to the measurables, boys.
Billy Goff, the younger of the man at 23 years old. Sean Lally, a little bit taller at 6 feet, and he'll have a 2-inch reach advantage. And Andy will take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourselves for the next fight of the evening. A professional welterweight matchup scheduled for 3 rounds, 5 minutes apiece. Introducing to you first, with the professional record of 3 victories and 2 defeats. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, and he weighed in at 171 pounds. From Groton, Connecticut, he's representing Dexter MMA. Let's hear it for Billy Goff!
This is the most fun ever.
And now introducing his opponent, standing across from him in the blue corner, holding a professional record of 8 victories and 5 defeats. He stands 6 feet tall, and he weighed in at 170 pounds. From Boston, Massachusetts, he's representing Sityodtong and Luzon MMA. Let's hear it for Sean, the unpredictable one, Lally!
All right.
Oh, snap.
And
This
when
is
the
Jay
action
Perrin
begins,
in the
our
booth
referee in
for
charge
Andy
of this
real quick.
contest is Steve
This is a
Rita.
highly anticipated matchup. I'm actually really excited to be calling this fight, to be honest with you.
Beautiful
Andy,
fight this is.
champs here, guys, but this is going to be a barn burner.
Oh.
Let's go.
So our good friend Andy will be tagging out and Jay Perrin in. Jay, what's going on?
Oh, you know, I've been enjoying quite a night of fights today, guys.
Beautiful
It's
night of
such a
fights so
great
far.
night. Great night.
Sean Lally in the black, Goff in the white, and they're coming out hard as we expected.
Guaranteed violence with this matchup. Both guys high level, definitely high pace, looking to hurt each other for sure. Billy Goff comes for the finish.
Nice uppercut on that failed shot attempt.
Lally, explosive
nice
power
kick.
in both hands. He could finish the fight with either hand. Billy
man.
Goff, high output from both of them. Both of them
Oh.
landed so far real good.
They're,
As promised, coming
they're
out.
throwing. They're throwing.
Here we go.
Billy Goff to. Oh, there's a left hook.
It's about who can handle.
Billy is
who can gain
swinging.
control. There you go. Good job.
Oh my God, this is exactly what we expected from these guys.
Nice
High,
elbow.
like I said, high pressure from Billy Goff. He is always forward, always in his opponent's face. Definitely throwing more than one punch at a time. Lally gotta adjust to the pressure. Right up against the cage now. Lally's got to work to get off. Billy Goff, great control, great head position.
Oh, nice inside trip attempt.
Good counter by Billy Goff. Nice
Great
Big
counter by Billy
takedown for
Goff.
Billy.
Good take.
And right into side
Great
control.
Great start for Billy Goff so far. I'd like to see Sean Wall walk, something we haven't seen all night, really. A lot of people getting their hips to the cage, walking up the cage, just accepting this position really a lot tonight. So
Billy
let's see
Goff
if
moving
Lally
into
can-
mount. He's got a full mount here, does Billy.
Lally
Bad
needs to
spot.
shrimp away. Yep, not a bad spot for him. We're real early in the first round, too. This is a great spot for Billy. There we go. Elbow.
big
elbow
elbows.
down. Good elbow.
Sean's got to move here, but
gotta
not
get
give
up.
up
Gotta
his
be
back.
careful
Gotta
not
get
to
up.
give up his back.
Real powerful push.
He's gonna
Gets
try
on
to
his
scramble.
back.
Billy
He's gotta
doing a
stand
good job
up, get
riding
his-
his
Billy's
hips.
sinking hooks.
Billy's good, doing a great job with the hooks. Watch out for the rear naked. We've seen a lot of those tonight. Right in front of the broadcast booth. Billy doing a good job. Lally doing a good job defending, getting his hip to the cage. That's really keeping Billy from getting his back and keeping control like that. Nice switch to the double from Billy. He's trying to keep his hips away from the cage. Great job.
Billy's got a lot of experience with amateur wrestling, so this was the one advantage he probably had over Lally.
Billy Goff has good wins in Bellator as well, I believe, at least
Yep.
one.
Big knee from Lally.
He's back
Lally's
up.
been in high-pressure situations his whole life. This man is a savage. You can say whatever you want about him. He's got power in both hands, so he can switch off the fight at any point. Billy Goff doing a great job controlling the fight, but Lally is never out of it. Nice
Nice
kick.
leg kick. Oh, that looked like it buckled him for a second.
Oh, there it is. Got to be watching. Be careful for the head clashes as we change levels. Big overhand by Lally. Good job.
Oh,
That jab kind of hurt him a little bit.
I'd love to see Lally use
Oh.
that jab more. Try to establish some distance so we can start really picking off that leg.
So Lally's doing a lot more leg kicks in this fight, which is something we're not used to from him.
Oh my God, you can see the power of Lally. Oh,
Nice elbow from Goff there.
Goff is switching it
They
up
are
with
swinging.
the elbows.
Real close and in tight.
They're
A lot of
swinging.
wildness.
But look at the way Billy's kind of bobbing and weaving.
Real great
Oh,
head
big
movement.
punches here.
He's just throwing. He has
Oh,
They're
oh,
both
they're
connected.
swinging now.
They're both connected. Nice
Oh,
shot
my
from
God.
both fighters.
This is a
Oh,
Oh,
fight
they're
of
absolutely
days.
swinging. I can't tell how hurt Lally is, but it looked like he definitely ate some big shots while he was up against the fence.
Oh, Lally's hurt. He's got to move. He's got to get off this
Blocking well.
cage.
He's got to get off that cage. Maybe slow it down. Maybe clinch up. Maybe this would be actually the best
Billy's-
idea for Lally here. Maybe
Billy's gotta
slow
keep the
down
pressure
pace.
on.
Exactly. I agree with that. Exactly. If Billy can disengage, I would rather see Goff disengage here and keep up what he was doing, not get in the clinch and try and go with a strength-to-strength battle with Lally. Remember, this is just round one. We have 10 more minutes after this fight, after this round, pardon me. You know, I don't want to see either of these two guys blow their load. Billy Goff is throwing a lot of punches. Good job on Lally to slow it down. Again, Billy Goff disengages, keeps up what he's
Nice.
doing. He's closing in on a finish.
And Billy's doing a good job here, grinding him here. Sean's
control.
taking deep breaths.
Great control by Billy Goff. Good head position. He's held him up against the cage. Good underhooks.
Yeah, he's
Staying
really
active
making
as
Sean
well.
work.
Staying really active in the clinch so that he doesn't get separated. No takedowns, but good
Oh,
damage.
nice uppercut
big
on the
uppercut.
disengage.
Good dirty
Oh,
box. nice
man.
return. Nice
Oh.
job.
Big
nice
elbow.
Elbows.
Great rounds. Great so far from Billy.
And Sean,
nice
look at the look
right
at
hook.
Sean's
Oh,
face.
big knee.
There's a big knee.
Good knee from
I
Sean
mean,
Lally.
Sean Lally is not going down.
And we never expected him
Look
to.
at him.
You know, that man never goes out unless he's dead.
Great duck. Oh,
nice
shot.
lead shot from Billy Goff. 10 seconds.
there's a
on that.
nice one.
Nice jab.
Billy is doing such a great job on landing strikes in the disengage.
Oh, there's a head
nice
kick.
head kick. Oh, great
Himself.
duck.
Nice stuff from Billy.
Whoa!
What a first round from these two.
Are you kidding me?
That
What
was a
first
phenomenal first round.
All right, I know I wasn't on the mic for that, but I watched the entirety of it. I got to give it back to Rich first.
That was crazy.
But, oh my God,
was
we
absolutely wild.
build this fight as kamikaze violence for nonstop. In that 5 minutes, they show granite chins on both ends, diligent efforts to knock each other out. Guys are throwing uppercuts, hooks that'll decapitate average human beings. But Billy Goff and Sean Lally refuse to go down. Unbelievable heart and power from both of these guys. This is the fight we built. This is the fight we sold. 5 minutes of mayhem and 10 to go. Keep it going, these two gentlemen. Oh my God.
Andy's all fired up. I'm going to give Billy the first.
myself.
I'm going to give Billy the first round off of his pressure at the takedown. He also had a lot more consistent strikes here. Lally appeared to land and damage him every time he did land, but I'd like to see a little bit more volume from Lally. Maybe not so much looping hooks over the top. If he can push Billy back, he's got a good chance, but he can't let Billy push him backwards on his back foot. Billy doing a great job with this combination work. If he keeps that up, I can't see how he can't finish here. So
Lally was
round two coming up.
Lally was having a lot of success with those leg kicks. I think, if he keeps firing those off, it's going to be hard for Billy to have the penetration set to keep putting him up against the fence.
Something we don't see from Lally a lot is the leg kicks.
He goes right back to it.
Exactly, right back to it. Maybe keeping his target stationary here.
It'd be nice.
Check from
He's
Goff.
throwing a lot of naked leg kicks, so I'd like to see him set him up with his hands.
Very, good observation there. Hands in front of his feet, set it up a little bit better, yep. Goff doing a great job. He's got to be careful ducking down into a knee like that. That's a real risky move. Very boxing-like, but he's had success so far. He's catching on to those kicks. Sean's going to have to throw something in front of those kicks in order for him to be successful. You can see the redness on the side of Billy Goff's leg, though. It's really, really eating up his legs, those leg kicks. So
Billy's doing a great job of staying in the pocket, too, keeping in there, keeping the pressure on Sean at all times, never letting him get comfortable.
very good control from Billy Goff. Very good control. Lally needs to get his underhook. He's doing a good job preventing the takedown. I'd like to see him go for the tie clinch, exit out the side, and when he breaks off, he needs to start throwing. He's just not throwing enough in combination. He hurts Billy when he gets him, but he's just not throwing enough to make it last.
But Sean is always one punch away from putting the lights out.
Absolutely, absolutely. There it is. See, more than one.
Oh, Lally on a
Lally.
takedown.
There we go. Change of pace. Nice wide stance from Billy Goff.
Great defense by Billy Goff.
Using that underhook phenomenally as a way to turn him up against the fence.
Great job, great job. Both men doing a great job defensively here. A little bit slower than the first round, but hard to match.
Oh,
A nice
nice
takedown.
backdrop.
That was great. Great
Beautiful
job
backdrop.
for Billy. Oh,
Right into mount.
Position. Sean needs to start shrimping. He's middle of
Oh,
the cage.
man,
He
this
is
is
not in a good
brutal.
spot here. He needs to start shrimping, get to the wall.
I'd like to watch Billy try and pin an arm instead of just swinging. If he can pin one arm, he can really rotate on those strikes.
Bill looks very calculated tonight. Everything he does is with purpose. It's not that he's taking his time, especially on top here. He's not trying to rush a finish, trying to land his elbows where he can.
Nice elbows.
Sean needs to pick a knee and start going.
Yeah,
you can't just go from the bottom here.
It's important to kind of have that mental moment where you say, okay, I'm going to eat a few shots, but I'm going to have an explosive shrimp and I'm going to get to half guard.
Yep. I think the best idea for right now, that's a good idea to break the posture of Goff, but he's got to slide himself back to the cage and try and wall walk. Open water doesn't seem to be a good work for him. If he can get his back to the, that's a good explosion, but he's got to do a little bit better, getting his hips up and getting his knees in between Billy's.
Yeah. And good on Billy for not going too crazy here.
Yep. Very,
kinda
very
hold him.
measured approach.
Yep, and landing the shots when he can.
Yep, absolutely. Where he needs to. He's in control here. He doesn't need to rush himself. He's the one dominating the fight here. This is his win right now.
And this is exhausting for Sean.
For Sean, and you know what I mean? Exactly. And then Billy doesn't want to blow his load and do something silly and make a mistake. Sean's got to be careful for the submission coming out.
Well, this is bad news.
Gives his back, but that's,
Billy's high, though.
He's high, but he's measured at the same time. He's taking his time. Sean needs to, we go, turn in. He needs to turn in on that bottom hook. Bottom hook's not in.
Oh, he's almost out.
There we go. Billy doing a great job.
Good adjustment by Billy.
Yeah, good job. Excellent job.
Billy's doing a great job of riding his hits. When he had him in mount, he gave up his back.
Oh, this is bad.
Lally needs to not accept this position. The referee will step in if he just sits there taking shots. This is a great performance by Billy Goff. He's very measured, he's very high, but he's doing a very good job. He's thinking through these positions. Lally's got to commit to something here. He's got to pick a direction and just go with it. Go for 2-on-1, go over the head, and just try and turn in. He's in the perfect position to do so. If he keeps a good base, he's fine. Billy is pretty high. He could buck him off right now.
Billy's doing a great job, though. Every single time Lally manages to get one of those hooks out, he manages to find it right back in.
Yep. So right here, he can stand his hips up. See how high he is over his hips. Lally's hips can be higher than his. If he just stands up, gets on both palms of his feet, and bucks him off, he definitely has a chance of getting him off of his back.
Yeah, he's got to.
This is a very dominant round for Billy Goff.
Sean's got to try to work his way out of the back door. Billy's not in a prime spot for the back now.
I don't think this was the fight that we expected as far as going to the ground. We expected more of a stand-up fight, but good on Billy for being smart.
Sean's got to move. This is bad.
Sean's got to be careful leaving his arm out like
Billy's
that.
got to be careful about those elbows and where he's placing them.
No, it just can't come straight from the ceiling.
Down. Yeah, I got you. I mean, more from the back of the head, just in case. You know what I mean? Just Lally push something stupid or move his head.
10 seconds here.
10 seconds in the
No
round.
quitting Lally here.
And he's on top. Turns on top.
Oh!
Big shots to finish the round.
Heel hook. Wow, that was scary.
That could have gone any. I mean.
Whoa, Lally got on top and immediately started raining down punches.
The thing about that is it was too little, too late for that round.
And Billy went for that heel hook. That was scary. Wow.
Lally should have done that about a minute and a half prior to when he did that.
How tough is Sean Lally for weathering that storm when Billy Goff got that mount, able to keep control, vicious ground and pound, still able to reverse it and land some of his own. This fight is, I'm in awe of this fight watching behind you guys. Seriously, Billy Goff showing how he is such a veteran at only 5 pro fights in his career, and Lally showing a testament to his toughness of not quitting for even a second. Always moving, never saying never, never saying die, going for the finish. Unbelievable fight. 5 minutes to go. Don't blink.
Lally cannot let this go to the ground again. He's down 2 rounds. I would say the first round was very close, but I'm going to give it to Billy. The second round was definitely Billy's all the way with the control time. Lally needs a finish here. He needs to get going, get up on his horse, and not get taken down again. We found that the control time for Billy has been the majority of this fight. We don't want to see Lally back on his back, and he's looking for a victory.
And we know Lally's going to come out swinging. He knows he needs a finish.
Absolutely. This man has literally thrown an arm that was out of his socket as a weapon. Pain is not a thing that he recognizes very often.
Look at this.
There we go.
And Billy came out.
I expect exactly this Sean Lally right here. There we go.
Stiff jab.
Now remember, that grappling affected Billy too. He's going to try and go for the same thing. He's not going to try and stay at space with Lally here, especially if, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? If he can take him down and he knows he can out-strength him, then he's going to do that. Billy has really impressed me today with how well he can handle the strength of Sean Lally.
Yeah, and Lally's a guy who's fought up at 85.
And Billy's muscling him around just fine. You know what I mean? Just put him in control of him as much as he can.
Oh, and on a takedown.
Yep, here we go.
Beautiful.
There it is. Nice angle. He turned the angle as he pulled the legs. That helped him get his things out. He's got a nice figure 4 going here. Lally's got to start moving. He's got a long 4 minutes ahead of him.
I mean, with his back up against the wall here, he's got to be careful with those going to the back of the head.
With the 12-6, though.
It'd be smart for him to try and get his knees through, use the wall as a way to get up, because I definitely don't think this is the fastest way to victory for him.
If he can get, Jesus,
he just
there
took
it
the
was.
full mount.
If he took the full mount, if he was able to get his knees out and get his hips against the cage like I was referencing earlier, he could have wall walked, he could have made the space, maybe even just gotten a knee shield enough to make the space. But Goff hips in, climbs the top. He's doing a great job holding the wrist on the opposite side so Lally can't plant. It's a very hard, great
Goff
job.
is looking for a Kimura.
Yep, that's fine, that's good. Lally can't actually use this to get up. The thing is that if he separates from the cage, he's going to give Goff the space that he needs to get the Kimura. But Goff's too loose here. Look at his legs. His legs are too loose here to finish that. He's going to try and all muscle it. That could be a big explosion for Lally here.
Yeah,
He tightens those knees up. He's got to get up. He's got to shrimp and start moving.
He's got to be
Get
careful.
those knees out. Get those knees out of the figure four, and he's fine.
Yep.
He can even go to butterfly hooks, and that would be fine here.
But one wrong move, Billy could take this Kimura.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It's difficult to take a Kimura when you're setting it up from someone's arm that's already relatively straight.
Exactly. And
Oh,
also the cage being against Lally's back definitely helps him, doesn't help him from finishing the move itself. As long as Lally stays up against the cage, then Goff's going to have a hard time finishing that key lock.
Billy's had success landing and picking his shots from mount, but I'd really like to see him try and trap an arm. That way he can posture and throw big strikes.
He's landed good elbows from the mount. Just nothing really with a lot of full force power. He's trying to pick his shots and just touch. But in this position, he's been here for 2 straight rounds. There's no reason why he can't posture up and make some meaning out of each strike.
Lally definitely needs a sense of urgency. He needs to get on a hip, start shrimping, and try use his way to get up.
He is losing this fight handily.
Billy Goff just continues to grind in the mount.
I don't think this is the fight that Lally was prepared for. I thought he was going to be more of a stand. I think that's what we all thought here.
Yeah.
Billy Goff did the right thing. He took the path of least resistance. He figured out, hey, I could take this guy down and hold him there, and he just went with that formula. You know what I mean? That's a smart fighter that adapts to what he's given, and 3-2 record, be damned. You know what I mean? He's done very, very impressive work here against a hardy, strong veteran here. This is a very, very good performance from him.
Oh, big elbows now.
Lally desperately trying to get his posture up, but again, pick a knee, push it away, and get going. There we go. Start pushing away.
Really tough spot for Lally here.
He's got to get his right hip against the wall. At this point, it's make or break. You're going to have to do something kind of even risky if you need to.
Yeah, and I think Billy's pretty happy kind of just riding this out,
He's up 2 rounds to none. There's no reason for him to really rush, or there's no really sense of urgency for Billy. He's done what he needs to do to win this fight. He's still doing that. He's going to go for the arm bar. He's trying to isolate an arm.
Oh, Lally still trying to explode up here.
No quitting Lally ever. No quitting Lally ever. I think that Billy Goff had a game plan. He
back
came
to
in
the
here and
Kimura.
he did it. Yep. Hips in. He's got a better position for the Kimura now. Oh, there we go. Billy Goff hips in. Hard for Lally. Lally just kind of okay with sitting here and not taking any damage, but also not really doing much to get up. This is a position that he can explode up from. I've seen him done it a few times. But trying to reach up for my opponent's head is just not going to do it for him.
Lally's just going to stand up from mount.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Back or no back, he's got to commit to something and get up.
10 seconds.
Yeah, that's the end of it right there.
And Billy just drags him right back down into the mount. This is going to be it. That's
Great
it.
Performance. Honestly,
What a fight.
Great fight. Great first round coming out.
Exactly the fight.
Great performance.
We promised violence. We delivered.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful performance by Billy Goff.
Yep.
Hell
Sean
of a fight.
Lally, hell of a heart from Sean Lally, but great performance by Billy Goff.
Couple of words can describe this. Heart and grit. Unreal performance from both of these guys. Sean Lally showing how deep that well of kill or be killed goes for him. Even in the last seconds after losing those last 2 rounds, he tried knocking Billy out by throwing him with that back take. It didn't work out, but still, just a testament to how tough Sean Lally is and how much of a veteran Billy Goff is in his young career. Those tough tests at the amateur rank paid their dividends tonight, and those tough tests early in his amateur career paid those dividends tonight as he was able to implement an impeccable ground game to most likely secure a decision victory over Sean Lally, who proves once again why he is one of the baddest MFs on this side of the Mississippi.
And I got to say, man, coming in 3-2, the record didn't indicate how good and how adaptable this fighter was with Billy Goff, but I got to say, he put on a hell of a performance. He adapted to the threat that was in front of him. He stood up. He showed his ground transitions were great. His takedowns were great. He showed an overall mixed martial arts game that he should be proud of. It's a very good performance against a stud. Lally has been on a Contender Series. He's a fucking special forces guy. You know what I mean? He's one of the best in the world at what he does, and he's one of the toughest SOBs I've ever met. So great performance from Billy Goff. Way to stay in there for Sean Lally, you know what I mean? Great first fight back from a long retirement, you know what I mean? I can't say anything bad about this fight. It was really,
absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And that's just a
stay
great feather to have
loud
in his
for
cap.
these 2 warriors.
Absolutely.
After 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards for a decision. With scores of 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26, we have your winner by unanimous decision, Billy Goff!
Well earned. Great victory for Billy Goff.
Great performance by Billy Goff. He took on a super tough, super experienced Sean Lally. And
Love to see the sportsmanship there.